Hello, people. I'm David.
I'm Travis, and we bring you the latest,
Biased
honest
opinions on football news
reviews
and previews.
in football today. You're watching
The Goal Post.
Hello, people. Welcome to the first episode of The Goal Post.
How are you guys, man? How are you guys? This is our very first video, and me, David, and myself have been thinking about doing this for a really long time.
So, we bring you the hottest, wildest news in football right now, and we give you our honest and extremely biased opinions. So, if you're a United fan or if you're a Madrid fan, you might want to run away because we are coming for your life. Our disclaimer for the whole series is the fact that I am a Chelsea fan and Travis is a Barcelona fan. So obviously, our perspectives are gonna be a bit skewed on either side. So if you don't mind sticking
Got
around,
it.
yeah,
Yes, we're gonna talk about the biggest thing that has ever happened to football and to the world, if in some context, that is the Messi saga. David, what do you think about that? I just want to hear your initial thoughts.
yeah. Oh man, this news, it wasn't even from Messi. It was from a source, and this broke the entire internet. What's been
Source.
happening? What is next for the greatest of all time?
Okay, so to talk about Messi, we need to talk about Barcelona as well because they've both done so much for each other. So Messi has been wanting to leave for the past year, like the entire season. He's been wanting to leave. He's been constantly trying to get in touch with the board, and the Bayern loss that I don't want to talk about it, but the Bayern loss that they suffered was the tipping point, and that was the end because that is what really proved that on the stage where it matters, Barcelona will fail as a team. And if Messi does not perform, nobody does. A whole lot of shit. And Messi has seen through that. I mean, Messi has been lied to about transfers. He's been made fake promises. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole lot of things that happens that Messi does not speak about because he loves the club too much. Even right now, when thankfully, I mean, good for us fans that he's not leaving. But the only reason he's not leaving is because he decided not to take Barcelona to court and fight that release clause, which I feel is really great on him.
I think another aspect was also his family. I think that's what I heard from the
His
interview.
family was broken, man.
Yeah.
I read a couple of interviews where he said that his kids were crying. His wife was like, "No, we're fine here." I mean, his family has been so loved by the country and loved by the city of Barcelona that I don't think anyone would want to leave. Where he is a god. Like, I know he's a god for us in football. He is a god, but in the city of Barcelona, I think the entire ambience is different of
Yeah, you can't
Lionel Messi.
imagine. Yeah.
Now, I mean, another point of him was Ronald Koeman, the
Yeah.
new manager for Barcelona. Apparently, there has been some talk about Messi not agreeing with him, agreeing with his project for the team. Which, I mean, again, the Barcelona board leaked out details of their meeting, which wasn't cool of them, but that's what's been happening. So, Koeman, what do you think, David? What's your thoughts on Ronald Koeman, the Dutch legend? What do you think he can bring to Barcelona?
I was actually quite surprised when they made this signing. I think no one really expected this to happen. I think everyone kind of turned to Pochettino, or some people even turned to Pep Guardiola to come back to Barcelona
To
and
make the historic return, yeah.
rejuvenate the entire squad. No one, I think, expected Koeman to come because Koeman, I feel, as a player, was extremely invaluable to the Barcelona squad, obviously. But as a manager, I feel he was best suited to the mid-table teams, especially in the Premier League. You look at the teams he managed there. He did an okay job. He didn't have the greatest squad, I agree. He didn't have the money he wanted. And I think this is his chance to prove all those haters and all the doubters wrong, because he has the money, he has the squad, and he has the opportunities to go and pull players from the big clubs and bring them to Barcelona, because who doesn't want to play for Barcelona? Let's be honest. All the great players want to play alongside Messi. All the great players want to play alongside the team that Barcelona currently has. Even though they had a bad loss and that was just one game, regardless of that, they have one of the craziest teams, very well balanced, super strong, super speedy team. Usman Dembele, one of the arguably one of the speediest players right now in the world, who was considered one of the greatest young talents in maybe 2 seasons ago from Dortmund. Obviously Messi, Suarez, Griezmann. We have such a variety of players, and it'll be your manager's team to manage this club. I feel Koeman has a
They
chance
just
to
need
redeem
someone
himself.
to they just need someone to help them like gel together
Yeah,
and play as a team and not play like Messi centric, because that's what Barcelona has been doing ever since Xavi, Iniesta. I mean, as these players left, the pressure kept on building on Messi. So Xavi left, there was more responsibility on Messi. Iniesta left, more responsibility on Messi. Neymar left, more responsibility on Messi. And now it's finally come to a point where Messi is doing everything in the attack.
yeah.
It's
How?
it's
What
passed
do
to
you
him. He'll
think?
either give it.
Yeah. What do you think is this a factor wherein other clubs have figured out that Barcelona are playing a very Messi centric football style? And do you think by keeping three or four midfielders on him constantly, or having maybe a man on him constantly throughout the game, is something that is kind of working against Barcelona's favor?
For now, I mean, when Messi plays against the La Liga teams, the mid table, the bottom, or even the top, he is at a level where even if there are a couple of players, even three players, he can get past them. And that's what he's been doing for the entire season. But when it comes to teams like Bayern Munich or Chelsea or Madrid or City, those players are obviously not at his level, but they are definitely way above the the level of the teams in La Liga, like the bottom teams and the mid-table teams. They're way higher. And so when Messi, and he's obviously not on the younger side, he's on the older spectrum. So for him to do that 90 minutes in a game against those top teams, it's not physically possible for him. He needs to take his breaks. He needs to have a team working with him, not for him, not like give him the ball and expect him to do everything. And that is what is working against Barcelona. Because
Chelsea's
bro,
transfer
what?
window. Oh my God.
That man right there. It's all because of him. He's been convincing everyone. It's just him, man. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I have no doubt that this window wouldn't be as half as successful if it wasn't for this man right here.
I don't think Chelsea would have been in the spot they are right now if it wasn't for him. We had a transfer ban, and we were forced to bring in academy players into the squad. Who would
And
have thought
get your loanies back.
get our loanies back, bring in academy players, and finish fourth in the league with the likes of City, Liverpool, Manchester United, Spurs, Wolves, Leicester, all on our tail. And this man he has done bits for this club in his playing time and in his managerial time. And this is only his second year in of his managerial career, which is absolutely insane. I think let's talk about the transfers though. I think that's what everyone wants to know. Everyone's been buzzing.
Yes.
All the Chelsea fans are buzzing about the transfers. Obviously,
Let's talk
I
about
want to give
the
a big
first.
shout out to Timo Werner. The reason for that is because this man is so motivated. You can see the motivation right before he joined the club. Leipzig was still in the Champions League when Werner was signed to Chelsea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were in the knockout stages. Yes.
Yep, and they were still had a game to play. But he left the club. He ditched the Champions League qualifying round and came to Chelsea because he wanted to train under Frank Lampard, and rightly
and
so.
and not and not to like do anything else, just to train. He gave up a
Yeah,
Champions League campaign to train. Commitment, man. Hats
commitment.
off to the commitment to the club.
And Frank Lampard, and rightly so, Frank Lampard repaid that trust by letting him play against Brighton in that uh, pre preseason friendly game.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
in minutes, in under 4 minutes, this man grabs a goal. In under 4 minutes, it's just the proof is in the pudding, man. This man is going to score goals. He's going to be banging goals. I won't even be surprised if he gets the golden boot next season. I won't even be surprised. I think a lot of people are undermining Chelsea's quality right now. Everyone's saying that chemistry is going to be a problem, and I agree. Chemistry very well might be a problem because Frank is still an inexperienced coach. He has to make sure that
Mm.
the new squad has to gel with the still quite new squad. It's both
And
are
he's
still new
practically
squads.
and he's practically bought a new squad. He's practically bought a new squad.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
it
if
was
you go to
very,
see,
yeah, very well selected transfers though. I think we had a lot of
hmm
problems last season, and Frank Lampard has pinpointed them and hit it right on the hammer. He has pinpointed the areas we have struggled in. One was defense. That's plain and obvious. The defense was struggling a lot. Rudiger was just not good enough. Marcus Alonso was just not good enough. Emerson was just not good enough. Zuma, I think, had a decent season, and so did Christensen. Aspilicueta was, I have no complaints for the man. The man is our captain, and
he's consistent. He's
he's
consistent, and he's very
he's been
consistent.
consistent, and he's been showing and creating the path for Reece James to come in and take and be a successor in that position.
Take over soon. Yeah.
And Reece James is blossoming into a super player. I think soon in a few seasons he'll be on Trent Alexander's level in terms of the crossing, in terms
Ooh,
of coming back in
that's a
defense.
big claim. That's a big claim, David. That's a
I
big
think you
claim.
can, if you
Damn.
look at the quality of crosses he puts in, I think it's second to none in the league. And now that we have Timo Werner there to finish those crosses, I think we're gonna be banging in goals left, right, and center. Put Havertz into that mix. Put Ziyech into that mix where he puts in those long
Bro, what are these
diagonal
names?
balls.
You're taking names which
Uh,
are top players, and they're
yeah,
in one team. It's like Frank was playing a video game. When he was playing the game which I
he's
play,
playing
FIFA, he was
career
playing
mode in
that
real
game,
life.
and he's just like bringing it. Like I want to get him. I want to get him. He's Frank is on a roll, man.
Yeah, Frank is definitely in a role. The second player I want to talk about is the man I just mentioned, Hakim Ziyech.
Hakim.
I think this is one of the one of the biggest bargains of the year, easily. 42 million for this man is nothing. This man is easily worth
Joke. It's a joke.
60 million plus. Okay, this man,
Even more. I mean, they pay like above 100 for like teenagers and kids who aren't even at their level, and he's like 26, and he's pretty much at a very high level. So I could easily see him going
consistently,
for like 80 million.
on a consistent basis, for the last 3 seasons, he's had the most assists in the Dutch league, which is absolutely insane. This man has
And he
a
was an integral part of Ajax's UCL campaign where they reached the semi-finals.
yep.
A bit of unluck against Tottenham, but they almost got there.
And even against Chelsea, we actually had a draw and we won on away goals, which was actually quite a
Mhm.
dramatic finish for Chelsea. It was Reece
Yeah.
James who scored the winning goal. Just by the way, um, that was a fun game to watch. But coming back to Ziyech, this man is a wizard, and he has a crazy left leg, and I think it's a bargain to bring him. One of the first transfers he ever made uh, in this season. Next, we come to the three other transfers we made defensively. The
This
defensive
is the
transfers. Oh
Chelsea
yeah,
defense.
we have on the left Malang Sarr, the future of the Chelsea defense. We have the legend of PSG, and I
The
remember this
veteran
so
man.
clearly. This was in 2015, Chelsea versus PSG at Paris Stadium, and we were I think it was 0-0 for like till halftime. We scored a goal. I think it was, I can't remember who it was. Fabregas, I think. Let me just pull it up. But this man, I think we were 1-1, and this man scores the winner in the last minute of the game, and they win on away goals, which was absolutely crazy. And I remember feeling so disheartened after this man scored that goal. But finally, he has come to Chelsea, and he's gonna hopefully be the answer and the solution to our
You know
defensive
what?
problems.
More than give out his skills as a player, he will be integral in teaching the youngsters how to build their game more off the pitch than on the pitch, because he is at that stage. Obviously on the pitch he's a great player, he's a great defender, but
Yeah,
it's what he brings off the pitch as well. It's like Zlatan to AC Milan. Like, he's not at his best, but the fact that he motivates, he teaches, he guides, he could coach the defenders on how to do, what to do, where, build their mentality, and that is what Chelsea have gained
yeah.
along
They
with
have
a
brought
great
in a
defender.
leader. They have brought in a leader a man who is
A leader of men.
disgusted. He gets disgusted when they concede goals. Yeah. So he's going to put that instinct into all the defenders and the keeper and affect the entire team. He's going to be captain for sure. I do not doubt that. And obviously, we have Ben Chilwell, the man who is not in his prime yet, but unfortunately, he
Breakout
suffered
season at
injury.
Leicester.
What a great season with Leicester. One of the most integral part of their defense, uh, alongside Sionchu, who had like a possibly his best season in the Premier League last year. But besides the point, Ben Chilwell, one of the best left backs in the Premier League at the moment, and he is currently suffering an injury, a heel injury. And Frank Lampard came out today in his preview against Brighton and said that it's going to take a few more weeks for him to recover properly. He has started training on his own, but he's not in the squad against Brighton and will not be in the squad for the next few weeks. But I am very much awaiting his debut for Chelsea. I think it's going to be absolutely great. We have had a lot of problems in the left back role. Marcus Alonso was insane in the attack. I'm going to give him credit where credit is due. The man is absolutely a machine in the attacking transition, but defensively, he is just not up for the job. I think Ben Chilwell is the solution for that. We had a lot of rumors surrounding Serge Reguilon coming in to solve our problems, but I think he's being linked with United now. But Ben Chilwell actually was had a price tag of 80 million at the start of the season and at the end of the season, and it's some great business by Chelsea to bring that price down and get him for 52 million. Just absolute bits. I'm loving this this smart business by Chelsea. And next we come to the most awaited player in this transfer window.
Man in the house, Kai Havertz.
The record transfer.
We all knew he was coming. We all knew it was inevitable, but now it has finally happened.
Yep.
He's in a Chelsea shirt, and he could be one of the most influential players alongside obviously the other transfers, but he's just 21. He's got his best years and the level that he's shown in Germany. If he shows that level in the Premier League, I mean, he can surpass the best of the best.
I agree.
Potential that he has. And Frank Lampard has it in him to get that potential out of him, which is what can work for Chelsea, because Frank can get the best of all the players.
Yeah, I think Frank has pretty much played that position his entire career. And who else to coach him but the best attacking midfielder arguably in the world to teach him the tricks of the trade. I think Havertz has got a beautiful master to learn from, and I think we have not seen the best yet. The best years are yet to come for sure, and I'm buzzing to watch him play. He's in the squad for Brighton, and I think they had their first training session yesterday, and I saw some of the clips. He looks sharp. He looks very sharp. And he, during his individual training, Frank Lampard personally went and supervised that training. So, Frank Lampard's quite keen to train him.
He's making the effort, man. He's making the effort.
He's going to be integrated with the squad in no time. This man can speak English, so we're not worried about chemistry issues as much as we worried with Thiago Silva, who only speaks French and Portuguese. I think he's going to have a bit of a language barrier with the team. I think Zuma speaks French, so that's not going to be too much of an issue. As Pellicata speaks, but anyway, whatever. Thanks for watching, guys.
Love you all, and I hope you all enjoyed this. And we have enjoyed making this video, and we've enjoyed a lot just like connecting with each other again, because it's been a really tough time for all of us. And now we're making this. We're speaking. We're connecting with you guys, and I hope that, I mean, it might not seem very big, but it's a step in the right direction for us, and I'm really happy with the way we're going with things. Especially with this video podcast.
Let's just continue this conversation down in the comments below. Comment your thoughts and what do you think about the Chelsea transfer window? What do you think about Messi's future at Barcelona? What do you think is the future of Barcelona as a club and their board? Put your thoughts down below. Like and subscribe. Turn on the post notifications so that you do not miss a video. So thanks guys for watching. See you next time.
See you guys.